Hello again. So today I'm going to be doing 3 eyeshadow looks, and I am also going to be reviewing this eyeshadow palette right here. And this is the SHEGLAM Desert Palette eyeshadow palette. I believe it retails for $6, but as always, I use a coupon every time I'm gonna buy something on Shein, so I use a 20% off coupon. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It does have this protective covering right here, which is glued on, and these are the shades right here. Oh, I am going to swatch it now. By the way, look at this cute little mug that I found at Walmart. This is so cute. It's a squirrel, and I got this a few years ago. And I actually bought it to put toothbrushes, but then decided to put my regular brushes on it, my makeup brushes. All right, so my first look is gonna be called Sand Dunes. And I am going to begin with Camel, which is this shade down here in the center. I'm gonna be using that on my crease. Next, I'm going to grab Twilight, which is this one in the center. And I'm going to be using that on my lid. I'm also going to be using that on my brow and blending. Next, I am going to use this one right here, which is Casablanca, and that's the one all the way at the bottom right. I'm gonna add that right here to the corner. So I am going to be grabbing another brush, and I'm going to be using that same really light beigey color Twilight up here. And I'm going to be adding that right here again and just blending. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little more Twilight to my, oh my God, what is this called? I forgot what this is called. So, lid. It's called a lid. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let me do a diagram of an eye and write the names of the parts of like the eyelid and stuff like that, because whenever I do videos, I keep forgetting what everything is called. Anyways, it's not that hard. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab Dare, which is this one right here on the bottom corner. And there is a shimmery pink shade. It's the most pinkish of them all in this palette. So I'm gonna add that to my lid. I am going to spray the setting spray on it, then grab it, and then apply it to my lid. And that's when the magic happens. Okay, perfect. Now I am going to go ahead and grab another brush. And I am going to be using Casablanca on my lower lash line right here. Now I'm gonna apply some mascara and I'll be back. All right, so on my lips, I have this right here, and this is the Sugar Matte as Hell Crayon Lipstick in the shade Viola. All right, so this is my finished look number 1, which is called Sand Dunes. My hair is looking like Wolverine today. It's always looking like not just today. Okay, so let me get everything out of the way, and I am going to begin with look number 2. And look number 2 is called Desert Twilight. So I am going to begin with April. And I'm going to be using April, which is this shade over here. And usually, like on my crease, I just use transition shades. So that's what this is for me, a transition shade. So April is like a very light neutral pink. So I'm going to be adding that to my crease. And you know what? I'm going to be adding it to my lid as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab Hyacinth, which is this purpley shade up here. It's very like a muted plum color. So I'm going to be adding that to the outer corner right here. Now I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here on the side, which is called Desert Sage. And I am going to be adding that to my lid. And this is noticeable. I have nothing on my brush. Like I haven't added anything to my brush, and it's there. It's a very glittery shade, by the way. So if this is a look that you want to recreate and you're going to be using that shade right there, I do suggest that you use a glitter primer, which is yeah, like a glitter glue, something like this from NYX. And I think that really helps to make the glitter stay there and it won't go all over the place, because otherwise you're going to end up with glitter all over your face and over everything. So I am going to, just to see what it looks like with a little bit of setting spray, I'm going to be grabbing it with setting spray and just adding it like that. Oh my goodness. I mean, if it wasn't glittery enough, now it's more glittery. This is a beautiful, beautiful shade. It's right up my alley. All right, now I am going to be grabbing Ultraviolet. I'm going to be putting that right here in the center, and I'm also going to be bringing it down. And Ultraviolet is this beautiful purple glitter or shimmer right there. I'm gonna be using it right here. Yes, I have 2 brushes because I'm gonna be using the other brush for like my lower lash line. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful shade. It just adds like a pop of color. Ooh. I am going to be using for my lips this right here, which is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. All right, so this is finished look number 2, which is called Desert Twilight. I am absolutely in love with this look, by the way. And you could always go with like a subtle lip, something a little more neutral, more mauve-y. This look, if you like, don't look at my lips, is actually very subtle, but with a pop of color that just makes it very wearable. And then you can add a little more drama with purple lips, like I did right here. But you could also do something subtle and just let your eyes be the center of the show. Next, my next look is going to be called April in Mars, and I am going to begin with the shade Camel, the first one we used, the one we used at the beginning. Camel, which is this one down here. And I'm going to be using that all over my crease and my lid. Now I am going to be grabbing Hyacinth. And again, Hyacinth is this shade right there. So I am going to be grabbing Hyacinth, and I'm going to be using that on my outer crease. Hyacinth is not one of those shades that's very noticeable. See, like this is it. That's Hyacinth right there. It's very matte, and it's definitely like lilac-y, but it is not a very dark color. It's actually quite light, so you can barely see it. I'm going to be using that same shade like on my lower lash line. I'm going to see if it's even noticeable. Yeah, it's noticeable. You can see it. I'm going to be grabbing Mars. Mars is this one right here on the side. We haven't used Mars yet. So Mars is more like a champagne-y kind of color. I don't know how to describe this. It's like a metallic and also glittery and also shimmery. It's like everything. So it's like the most neutral color of all the glitters or the shimmers. And I am going to be adding some setting spray to my brush for this one because, oh, that's a lot of setting spray everywhere but the tip of the brush. Okay. Oh my goodness, I love this. I absolutely love this. Like when I add it with the setting spray, it just looks like wet. It gives me like a wet look, and I love that. Okay, so I'm finished with this look, and on my lips I have the Pixie by Petra Shea Butter Lip Balm. This is such a pretty shade. Like I absolutely love it. It feels like a lip balm. It doesn't feel waxy. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel too matte. It doesn't feel like it's drying my lips. Like I absolutely love this lip balm. So this is one of those looks that it's a very casual, very easy to wear look, and it's super easy to recreate as well. So yeah, this is my finished look number 3, which is called April in Mars. Final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette right here, which is called the SHEGLAM Desert Palette. By the way, it's from Shein. It's 9-pan eyeshadow palette. It has 5 mattes and it has 4 shimmers or glitters. Some of them are like more glittery than shimmery. And it is absolutely like gorgeous. I just have to give a shout out to these glitters right here because they are stunning. Once you apply it with a setting spray like this one, I'm actually using the NYX Matte Finish long-lasting setting spray. You can use any setting spray. Once you spray your brush with that and use these glitters like that, they just come to life. The Desert Sage didn't even need anything. It just showed up. But this one right here, I think it was Mars, or was it there? I don't remember, because I think there is more like shimmer than a glitter, but they're not chunky glitters either. It's a beautiful palette. I do recommend it if you are into more subtle looks. And if you want to experiment with color just a little bit, I think that these shades are just gorgeous. This one right here, Ultraviolet, is beautiful. Like, has to be my favorite shade out of the whole palette. This one right here is a very muted medium to light lilac, so it's not very noticeable, but you can see it. It's just that it's not very noticeable, and you can build it up to be more like right now that I have it right here. If not, then you could just do like a lighter swipe of it and you'll be fine. So far, all the Shein palettes that I've tried have not disappointed. So if you've never bought a palette from Shein, I would suggest like you take a look at them and look into them to see if that is something that you like. All right, so let me know which of these looks was your favorite. Was it Sand Dunes or look number 1? Desert Twilight or look number 2? April in Mars or look number 3? I don't think I have a favorite. I think that all of them were nice. So let me know what you thought. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Bye.